Alright, and we're live. Yes. Finally. Yep, that was created at about 3 a.m. Numbers is correct. That was created at 3 a.m. I was bored. Right. Let's get on straight with the news. By the way, do you like the new background?
Yeah, why?
Do you like the new background, by the way?
That's cool.
It is, isn't it? Oh, yes, the chat is working. YouTube chat is finally working. Hell yes. Right. Let us get straight on with the news because our guest is in a bit of a hurry because like you know, as you guys know, timing went off to shit. Right.
Yes, why? Why is the screen still shaking?
Hold on. That's the wrong thing.
Oh, this one. Nice.
Let me just delete that. Yeah. New one. Browser, no. Window capture. Yeah. News PP.
Yes.
Oh, nope. Okay, I am a bit panicking because yeah. I think anyone would be, right?
Yeah.
There you go. That's the PowerPoint I wanted. Let me just put that back where it's supposed to be. Anyways, yes. There you go. That's the PowerPoint. Let me make it bigger. Oh, anyway, let me welcome everyone. But why is the screen is shaky? Don't worry about the screen. Thank you very much, everyone, for waiting. BP, people whose name I cannot read. NH, Pion, what's up? Hit, what's up? Numbers, what's up? Mysterio, what's up? You're even in the call. That's good. Whew. Right. Right, we're going to go this real quick, real nice, real easy.
Okay.
Do we do the intro? Yeah, greetings, etc, etc. That's it. Mysterio, your turn.
Dead send mathematical energy to my grave, please.
Hi everyone, it's Keith. Hi.
Right, and with that, the news. First thing first, of course, we'll go on with the world news summary, and well, currently that's the American election, which is political, which is against our guidelines, so we will not cover that. And other than that, well, it's the usual stuff: pandemic, war, pandemic, natural disaster, war, death, and suffering. Next, moving on to a bit more of not so good stuff. This time mainly for Malaysians. Hey, Chris, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Right, this time mainly for Malaysians. The past 4 weeks, as the residents of the state of Selangor and the residents of the state of Sabah have been under conditional movement control, or the CMCO. Charlie Mike Charlie Oscar, whereas we are not allowed to perform in inter-district travel without proper permits, no gatherings, only 2 people in a car, etc, etc. Well, this CMCO was supposed to end this week. Well, we were given a special gift thanks to the rapid increase of daily new cases, now surpassing 1,000 cases a day in Malaysia. The government has announced CMCO for every state except Kelantan, Pahang and Perlis, where the cases are still relatively low or non-existent. The CMCO is set into effect and will end in 4 weeks' time, that is on the 6th of December 2020. God damn it, and let us move on. Then why I'm popping the cake until they say so. F it all, yep, F it all. Also I remembered I should probably be sharing this stream on Twitch, on Twitter, saying that yes, we are live, which I have yet to do, so I will do that real quickly. Like real super ultra quick. Bam 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 bam. Share. We are finally live. There you go. That's right there. That is done and done. Now then, off into the next part. VTuber news as always.
Alright. Don't want to get a computer virus? No. Understandable, but how about acute demon virus that just came back into the streaming world then? Well, if the answer is yes, then AiRa Melody might just be what you're looking for. And considering that the demon virus is rather specific, she might even be the one or the only few you could be looking for. And speaking of looking for her, you might actually been looking forward to her return since she re-debuted on the 2nd of November. She went on a hiatus in early September because of her health, but now she's back, hopefully for a long time, filled with fun. She also didn't come back empty-handed. For less than a week after her re-debut, she had already posted a new cover of the Baddest JP version from Keita. So, what do we think about it? It's pretty nice. She overlaid her voice for some pretty sick effects.
Right, this is a note from our editor, from our scriptwriter Red before he went haywire. R.I.P. Red. Would you like to read this part, Mysterio? It's a bit long.
Of course, I'll try to read it. So far, I've always tried to only highlight the good points of the covers, but it feels disingenuous. They're covers made
Just
by
say
amateurs, so of course,
ZDAZD.
ZDAZD. They're covers made by amateurs, so of course they'll have flaws, and I don't know if it's my role to point them out or not. Of course, in a fair way, and with no ill intent. Your call. I'll start implementing the changes next week if you give it a go. Here's a preview. Let us preface this by saying that this is the only humble opinion of a Kusuzako writer, and that he doesn't have any musical background. The cover itself is pretty great. Her voice fits the music appropriately, and she even went through the troubles of overlaying her voice for a greater effect, and I want to make it clear that the cover is very well made and very enjoyable. However, I've almost never seen anyone give feedback to up-and-coming VTubers such as her. Well, I didn't really look too much either, lol. Yet, it is a great way to learn and grow. So far, we ourselves only focused on the parts we particularly liked in a song or cover while omitting any commentary on what we thought could be improved, since it could have been seen as misplaced coming from us, of all people. We're pretty bad, and we're clearly not musicians, but fuck it, it's 3 a.m. I'll be studying math, and no one can stop me. This is in no way a personal attack, and yes, I'll stop writing altogether if this ever reaches you, and you don't like what I have to say. If that's a deal, then let's go. If it's not, then let's go anyway. No one can stop me. Remember, this is a quote from Red.
Yeah, this is all from Red, by the way.
Yeah.
There's another 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's another 3 paragraphs. Good luck.
It feels like something is holding you back from using your full voice. Perhaps it's the fear of disturbing others. Perhaps it's because you cannot hear yourself clearly. Who am I to know? That's really unfortunate. Your voice feels like it's coming from the middle of your head, just behind the nose, perhaps. My guess would be that a tad deeper voice could have had some great effect on the song. I know you could do it too, since you actually reached that point during the rap parts of the song W. That might be my personal preference, though. Now, it's a bit unfair to judge on that, but I'll do it anyway. It doesn't even affect the whole song, but at the very beginning, the words are kind of hard to make out from one another. Diction is hard, I feel that you on that, W. While at some other points, the audio balance makes the sound a bit loud compared to your voice. It's minor, so don't let that bother you too much, but I thought it was worth pointing it out. Well, the tired mate thought so, at the least. I'm pretty sure that there's another point I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember, so it can't really be that bad. So yeah, in all, what truly saddens me is that I don't feel like you've unlocked all that your voice can do, but I'm sure it will come. So you did great on the rap sections. They're really not easy. With that being said, there is indeed great potential, and that we wish we'll get to see unfold in the future. And we hope that we did not deter her in any way to continue her musical adventures. Quite the opposite. Such a cover would not have been the work of mere randomness. This is a sign that she could do some great covers or even original covers in the future. Good luck and a warm welcome back.
Right, I think it's a good idea though to put in like a bit of constructive criticism into the script. Like, I don't mind if Red want to do it, because Red is good at wording it so that it doesn't sound too harsh. But yeah, we're going to look into that more. But I kind of like the idea of that, because it gives input to the VTubers when they it helps them grow. But yeah, we should have a rate review. We're going to have a rate review, I think. I'm going to discuss that with Red after the stream or something. But yeah, moving on, continuing on with the news, we have Oni continuing on the cover On the covers, Furekkusu Oni announced that their new cover is now officially finished. It will be released on the 14th of November, aka this coming Saturday. In the same Twitter post, he quoted, "I can't do this without support from you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me until I reach this point." And attached to it is the following teaser, which we have permission to stream. First thing first, I should probably turn off the BGM.
Yes.
And that's all you guys are getting from the teaser that was given by Oni. Like English. I'm trying to speedrun this, so I'm a bit Anyway,
Yes.
well, but that sure does get a bit of the curiosity pumping. Now, for the full version, do stay tuned on Furekkusu Oni's Twitter and YouTube channel. Link is in the description this coming Saturday. So we will be waiting for another rate review for that, I suppose. Moving on. Oh, hey, Reed, what's up? And Kevin, hello. I forgot to say hello to Kevin. Right. Moving on.
Okay. AiRa wasn't the thing happened at the start of this week. Ricky also gave us a new cover, and he chose a great song that perhaps will talk to many. It's Lewis Capaldi's version of "Shallow." It's a pretty well-known song, I say. Well, I say that, but the Kuzuzako writer didn't know about it, so thanks for the discovery, Ricky. Speaking of the cover itself, his voice really lends itself to it as it's quite close to Lewis' voice. It's rather slow and boring song. Perfect if you want some feels, but as Ricky said, take care of your own mental health, and that's right, it would be a shame not to enjoy this great song and this cover. Oh, by the way, congrats on the 100 subs, Ricky! What?
Indeed. Yeah, my God,
Yes.
okay. My VT filled with idols where to resign. No, Kazu, trying that you hold on. Since Kazu is here, we have to do the tradition.
Oh, yes, please. Please do.
Alright.
Please do.
みんなこんにちは。マイビーティ3期生みんなの可愛いアイドルこんにちはねちゅ。
There you go. Tradition done.
Hi.
So,
Hey,
Kazu-chan, congrats
Armin,
on
what's
your
up?
300 karaoke stream yesterday.
Oh yeah, Kazuto
Yeah.
did the karaoke stream.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, I forgot to slap that into the news. Well, now you have it right here. There's a quick news right here. Kazuchuan had a karaoke stream last night, but I kind of missed it because I'm I'm a fucking retard. Right. Moving on to the next news.
Alright. Sumi just turned 18 recently and she took this occasion to make her debut stream. Finally, lol, how do I strike text on G-Doc? This is a joke. I know we can't.
What
Does that say?
I do.
You
Hold on, I'm
zoom so
zooming.
much.
Sorry for making you
What is that?
fucking
Zoom so
bastard.
much.
Pass.
And what a stream it was. Would I
Okay.
love to report? Unfortunately, this Kusozako writer's connection kinda went on strike for half the day, so I highly encourage you to take a look at the archive, much like I did. Missing it is out of the question, even if you were part of Nachon's raid, because yes, Nachon raided her, and that's just how nice she is, W. A lot of work went into it, just by looking at the very beginning with her amazing and quite powerful video, and the song that followed. We then got some questions answered through Curious Cat, and of course, some karaoke! Whee! Anyways, she was joined by Key, her VTuber girlfriend. See Twitter bio for proofs, lol. For some Overwatch, haven't seen that game in a while, right? Because of an event that happened in her previous life, I am forbidden from judging anyone's gameplay on OW, but I saw her play Windowmaker, heh. And then
Widowmaker, not
immediately said blip.
Windowmaker.
Oh, Widowmaker. My bad. And then immediately say blip. I blip at this game. We censored it because we're that say so now, fuckers. Of course, as if OW wasn't adrenaline inducing enough, they decided to play the well-known Urbex simulator known as the Claimer of Peaceful Nights. I'm of course talking about Phasmophobia. It even comes with some ghosts, according to some rumors, and to Siggy's mad rumblings that we can hear from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. coming from his room. All in all, it was pretty good. Did well, Sum Sum. Ki. Good luck saying that.
Red is really torturing us. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to I'm going to make this script at 3 a.m. in the night, so I'm going to torture everyone who's going
Yeah.
to read it at 3 p.m. At daytime. Thank you, Red. I
Yeah.
appreciate your thoughts. Thank you. Moving on to the next stream.
Next
How-
news.
Next, yes.
News.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're not that
Yes.
late, Koyashi. It's about halfway there.
That's it.
But we have still yet to reach the climax point. So you're still fine. We're currently speedrunning this now. Nature 1.4K special stream, which was last night, which that is why she raided Sum, because she just finished her 1.4K stream. Now, how could Nature have raided Sumi? She wasn't streaming herself beforehand. Well, she couldn't have, of course, she was streaming. And she had all the reasons to stream on that day since she finally celebrated her 1K Twitch followers. The only thing is that by the time she did the 1K followers, she's already at 1.4K. And at this point, the script ended because Raid kind of just died. But I was there. I was there. Only I was half dead, but I was there. I was there, so I remembered bits of it because I forgotten to take notes because I'm that stupid. But anyway, I remember that there was I remember that during the main stream, not the sub only one. The sub only one was pretty wild, but we're not going to spoil that one because it's a sub only. It's going to be a bit of a secret, isn't it? But the pre-sub only Twitch, I remembered one of the craziest moment is that he had like a sub goal, right? It went from 100% to 120%.
That's
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Congrats,
So
Rachel.
Nature went mad. Like I if I'm not mistaken, all of because instead of redeeming things using the Twitch watch points, it was 7 hours. Holy shit! I kind of died midway, so I didn't know. But holy shit, Nature's mad. Nature went full on mad. But
It's
yeah,
Nathan.
if I remember correctly, she had like a menu of redeems where you can redeem via subscribing. All of it, we got all of it. All of it was redeemed, in one way or another. I think the highest reward was 100 subs. Yeah, she went full on mad. So yeah, if you guys really want to see more of Nature's madness, because she does a lot more she's doing a lot of sub only streams where she's doing some behind the scenes stuff, which is quite interesting. So if you want to hang out more, because it's sub only, it's a bit more relaxed. So if you want to hang out more, get a bit, feel like you're a bit closer to Nechan, do sub to her Twitch channel. You will not regret it. Moving on, I will be taking this one as well. Now, VTubers may or may not have realized that lately a certain organization is going around mysteriously and identifies quote-unquote VTubers. Be advised, we are under watchful eyes. This organization is named SIMP Inc., which stands for Supervise, Identify, Matriculate, Pacify. They claim to be an organization dedicated to the cataloging of virtual personas. It seems that they are also running rather shady-looking deals underground. Shady conducts. This, however, we have yet to confirm. As of now, they are promoting an Opus program where they will promote and give perks to VTuber. Let me just read the press release. Did I slap it on? No, I did not slap it on this one because I'm a dumbass. Should I slap it on? Probably. Hold on. Let me just grab it real quick. Let me just grab it real quick. Copy that. Like that. There you go. Pretend that you guys did not see anything. Now then, apparently this is what the Opus program was supposed to be. Sim Inc. Give virtual persona chance to specifically study listed by Sim Inc. Accepted, you must fill the requirement. Virtual persona, agree to be tagged by a special mark that only surveillance drones can see. Agree to be studied 24 hours. Agree upon rebelling, Sim Inc. will terminate you. Agree that dawn protocols are enacted, you will be harvested to complete Sim Inc. goals. You feel this requirement, wish to join the Opus program, follow rules. You will announce on your account and now support Sim. I am now like to them. Thank you for understanding. We expect your full support and cooperation. A lot of concurrent image on your bio. Yada yada yada. Yeah. Right. Carry on with the same news by SIMP. They also seem to be organized into 4 major branches of duty and service, which corresponds to their nickname. These branches are the supervised branch, identified branch, matriculate branch, and specified branch. In a TLDR, the supervised branch mainly supervises and does the intelligence duty. The identified branch is where the major data pool is collected and sorted out using humans and AI capabilities. The matriculate branch then takes over the sorted out data and categorizes them even further, once again using mainly AI capabilities. Finally, the specified branch are the armed forces that will secure and contain any rogue or harmful entities, as well as protecting the organization as a whole. These people are well organized and well hidden, with the only lead to who they may be is their main PR personnel, Sir Moriarty. Quite shady indeed. Right, now, just in case people are actually believing all that cahoot, right? And before anyone goes on, full on guerrilla war on them, this is an entirely satirical account, right? That mainly wants to promote VTubers. They're kind of like an SCP kind of deal, right? Hence the hidden joke we make in the end. Anyways, they do seem interesting enough to keep tabs on, so that is a good idea if you want to see more. Perhaps we'll see a bit more lore coming on from them. And I just realized I forgot to turn back on the BGM.
Yes.
Right, moving on to the next news.
Okay. Now the writer was excited when they saw an open interview post, only to find out it was closed just a literal minute after he found out about it in an attempt to promote it. Well, that won't stop. There's writer, which is red. The initial audition was posted by Virtunix, which is a brand new VTuber community or project based in Indonesia, and is a part of Creative Formasi, how to Malay, oh my god, an Indonesia project which is under Media Formasi. A bit confusing, but anyways, from what we could understand and comprehend, the Media Formasi is a type of social news or entertainment site or organization that mainly deals with Japanese pop culture in Indonesia and has been around for quite a while. From this group, they branched out a sister or child group named Creative Formasi. Which mainly deals with content creators to create and sell merch such as art books and more. And from this Creative Formasi, Virtunix Productions was birthed, which now aims to create a VTuber community of sort of indie VTubers, which based off their audition requirements, already possessing a live 2D model, as they will not provide a live 2D model as they are not an agency but a community. VTubers, whether they have debuted or not, does not seem to matter as both were given a chance to apply. The perk, however, in joining the Virtunix community as an indie VTuber is that there will be a staff to help design, create content, manage community, and in a way, market yourself to the wider audience. Right now, with the audition closed, it will be interesting to see who will be part of the first generation Virtunix community members. Yes.
I think that's actually a first, isn't it? Where it's kind of like a company, but not really, because it's not an agency. It's run by a company, but it's more of a community. So that's
it's more.
It's kind of interesting to see how they will handle it. So let's wait for that in the future then.
Great.
Moving on.
Alright. We announced last week about Kureha opening her membership on YouTube, and this week we are doing a follow-up report as responsible BlackWings and Chu Gang members. The membership stream, which is certainly something, opened up a massive wall of membership train with over 20 memberships in a single stream. Following streams and around this week has been memberships over memberships by stragglers who missed the initial membership launch stream. It has been a wonderful and amazing sight to see. It brings back the memories, the pics of Fanbox days, and when we first reported of Kureha's now closed Patreon, whom I was the first to be a Patreon of. But
well, not him, but me, the writer.
Yes, sick.
Yeah.
But it certainly was amazing to see that the once very worried devil who wondered if anyone was even watching her, is now a massive star in the sky, with many newer VTubers who came in her shadows now look up to. It certainly is a wondrous sight to behold. Anyways, enough of nostalgia. If you have not joined Kureha's membership program on YouTube, you should. You're currently missing out on many, many secret things that we cannot disclose. Trust us, you won't regret a thing.
Yep, definitely. Oh, hey, fuck, what's up? Right, yeah. In case you guys didn't know, Kureha used to have a Pixie fan box, which then she closed and opened a Patreon after. And I believe, I was the first to join the Patreon. After that, it was followed by, I believe, Shirochino. It was either Shirochino or Kokin. I don't remember. I think it's Shirochino. Yeah, kind of like, I kind of brag about it because, hey, come on. When you're who will not want to brag about being the first Patreon? But that was short-lived though, because she said that she didn't have enough content to put there. But hey, it's good to see that she finally moved on to YouTube membership. Right. Moving on to the next one. Right. BlackWings game. Now earlier this week we were surprised pleasantly with a post by BattleProgrammer about a new VN made by BlackWings for BlackWings members and Kureha and the general public. Usually we would be talking about this ourselves, but since Kureha is going to play this game live today in about an hour? Yeah. Also, we won't because we don't want to spoil it for ourselves nor for everyone else. So, and we especially won't want to spoil anything too much, as we also have one of the game devs with us today. Now let us move on to the interview couch first. Interview room. Right.
Yes.
Mr. Handsome Man, if you would like to come in.
Yes, hello, and good morning.
Good morning. Alright. Welcome to our rather unusual VTuber guest today, BP. Do introduce yourself more, about what you do and what makes you an unusual virtual streamer.
Yes, so I'm known as BattleProgrammer. I wouldn't consider myself really a streamer in the usual sense, because all I do is stream on the BlackWing Discord actually. And what I'm doing there is I stream my cooking. The idea started because we had a few people who posted their food on this Discord, and all of this was, well, not very good. And I thought, well, I can certainly do better, and maybe I can raise the quality of the BlackWing lunches and dinners, and yeah, that's how it started. I commissioned our very own Goldoon for this lovely PNG, and since then I stream on the BlackWing Discord. Usually in the week at about 6 p.m. JST. However, my schedule changes depending on Kureha's schedule because I don't want to miss her streams. Yeah.
Right. So now, before we ask more about you, let's talk a bit about the game, because right now that was the focus earlier. Now, regarding the game, how and when did it actually start to take off? The project actually starts to take off.
Yes, so that was quite a while ago. It was in June, and we recently had a discussion in the development team who actually started it, and we found out it was Night Javi. I don't know if he's here. Yes, he's there. And another BlackWing member called Retro Goose, who were discussing, hey, we have many talented people here, many talented writers, let's make a game. And that's also when I joined the project, let's call it. And because no one of the members who was in there had any idea on how to manage a project or anything, I said, yeah, sure, I'll be the project manager, because I actually do this as well in real life. And yeah, that's how I became the project lead. We decided on a VN because we wanted to tell a story, and then many people had input. And yeah, it took a while, but everything in this game, I think everything but one song is an original asset made by the BlackWings, so that's why it took a while.
I see. So you said it started in June, so I suppose it took about what? Now it's 11, so 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
About 5
like
months. About half a year, yeah.
5 months, a year, roundabout. Yeah.
Yeah, about half a year. Yeah. Right. How you did say a lot of people were involved, but is there an exact number? Like how many were involved?
So there, a few people went away again, but essentially it was like, let me quickly verify. It's around about 15 people on it all who contributed to the game.
Mhm.
Yeah. That includes artists, composers, writers, general QA and staff, and
Mhm.
yeah.
So when you say on and off, how about like the people that actually stayed from the start to beginning? How many were they? Like the ones that didn't change at all. Like, do you have a set staff working on it? Well, let's just call it staff. It's more of volunteers, but staff sounds more professional.
Yeah, it's complete volunteer work. Yeah, from start to finish, who was there? I mean, if it's okay, I can just name names because,
Yeah,
from
go
my
ahead.
opinion, those were the heroes of the game. Let's call it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was there the whole time. I'm just going through the list of what I'm seeing. Jevi was, of course, there the whole time. He was one of our designers and pixel artists. Himi,
Mhm.
Alice, whatever, he has the million names. He was there. He did a few character sprites. Then from the core crew, let's see, we have of course L K13
Mhm.
Nightmare,
Mhm.
the main character sprite, which you will see in the game hopefully, and I think it turned out phenomenal. He also did a few of the CGs.
Mhm.
And then we have Ruika joined as
Mhm.
well. He did 2 CGs, which are the big art pieces, right?
Mhm.
We have Enreal. He did also a few sprites, and then I think from the core team and of course Retro Goose. How could I forget him? Yeah, he was one of the writers. Aside from that, we have had many people who weren't gone, as I said. So other members were like DPSHT. He recently joined.
Mhm.
He's one of the composers. Then we have Jin TV, of course Kev, Southeast Beast is there. Potato Chip, in case you still know him, he was quite
Yeah.
active a while ago on the BlackWings server. Now he isn't. Tomoneri is in there. Kaka is in there. G-Ray.
Mhm.
Red Arch is also. I think he's still sleeping, but yeah, he was one
Yeah,
of
he's
our
dead.
artists. Yeah, he's pretty dead, right? Then Anison was
Mhm.
also one of our early composers. However, he had other commitments, so he had to leave. And Damilora. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So as you can see, the team is quite big for such a small game. But I think it's lovely how many people came together for volunteer work to make a game for Kureha, right?
Yep, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I think because that is actually what made the the OG community really strong regarding BlackWings, was that the idea of doing group works for surprise. Because remember how we did the whole, I think, the Hajime Tenouchu, etc., etc. I think that's the thing that differentiates our community than others, I would say. Now, how would you rate the wholesomeness of the game?
The wholesomeness. If we were just
Yes.
rating the wholesomeness, I would actually give it a 10 out of 10 because that was what we were aiming for, right? I may
Right.
be biased though.
That might be a slight bias. Maybe it's because we are one of the project managers, but let's not worry about that. Hey Oni, what's up? Welcome. Yep, you're a bit late, but that's fine. Now, other than that, what would you say the genre of the game is like?
Yeah, so it's a visual novel, right? So in case you or the viewers don't know what it is, it's a glorified storybook. It's not really a game in the usual sense. So all you do is read the text, listen to the music, and look at the nice pictures. So the genre of the game is visual novel. However, the genre of the content is, yeah, it's slice of life, I would say. There is a little bit of a supernatural element to this. I don't want to spoil, so I'm not
No need
going to go too far into this. But yeah, it's essentially slice of life plus supernatural.
I see. Understood. Now, how long would you say the game itself is like? The duration of the playtime, or how long it will take for you to finish the game on average? That is.
Yeah, so considering this game is chapter 0 or chapter 1 of more chapters we're planning, it's
Mhm.
for VN standards rather short. However, depending on how fast you read and how closely you look at the pictures, I would say it takes about 50 minutes to 1.5 hours to play through. So in our test playthroughs internally, it was quite faster because frankly, I've played through this like 200 times, so I can I know the text, right? So
Yeah.
I don't really have to read anymore. But when I was seeing the first reactions and attended a few live streams, it took like 1.5 hours. So expect about that.
All right. So about 1.5 hour. I see. I see. Since you said that this is chapter 0, so this is like the what's the word?
Prologue. Yes, it's
Yeah, the prologue.
chapter.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that means there will be a sequel / continuation after this.
That's the plan, yes. So we, of course, took a break after 5 months of mad dash of developing, right? So our current plan is after Kureha streams this on Tuesday, I think.
Wait, I thought
We
it's
want
today.
to start today? No, I think it was Tuesday.
Oh, I fucked up then. Okay, never mind. Carry on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. Yeah, after she streamed, we wanted to open up another round of recruitment for maybe interested people who could contribute to this project. So stay tuned for that. And then, the full development will start for the rest of the chapters. The current plan is not to release it chapter by chapter, but just the whole chunk when it's done. Now that we know exactly where the story is headed and we already have many assets we can reuse, this will speed up development. And then I hope a few of the other BlackWings members might join. That would be very cool. That would speed up things even more.
I see.
Yeah.
Regarding that, so right now, is the storyboard completely laid out, or is it currently still in development of storyboards? Do you already have an ending in mind?
Yeah, that's the fun part. So I already know how it will end.
Alright.
It's just a journey to get there that's not completely fleshed out, right?
Understood.
So if you play the game, again, I don't want to spoil, you will see that one of the main core themes there is very variable. And we have many ways to approach this. And we know exactly what we want to do. We don't know exactly how we want to tackle this.
I see.
This will make more sense as soon as one has played the game, right? So yeah, in case you can't play it, in case you don't have it's only released for PC and Linux and Mac, right? So in case you can't play it, just watch the playthrough on Tuesday. I will probably upload a whole automatic playthrough as well on my channel later this week. So you can just watch it there. And
right. The last question regarding the game before I question you yourself. Now I'm not going to question your existence, of course, but I might do that. But anyway, regarding the game itself, do you think that it will go on the path of a multi-ending or perhaps a multi-choice game, or will just be a linear novel?
Yeah, so the game currently, I think that's not a spoiler, the game currently is just completely linear. There are no choices. However, for the full game, what I'm planning is the multi-story, one-ending approach, right? So we will have probably branching decisions in the middle, but they will all converge in the end to one glorious, curated ending. That's the plan.
All right, sounds good. So would it be wrong for me to say that this right now is more of a something like a PT, like a playable teaser?
Yeah, pretty much. So most of the feedback I'm getting from the people who played is, hey, we want to play more. Please release faster.
Right.
So I think that's great. But yeah, it's a complete first chapter. So there's no bad cliffhanger or anything, right? But there's many open questions and many things that we still have to develop and answer. So stay tuned for that.
All right. The final question. This is from chat. Would you say that this is maybe in alpha, in beta, or is it right now in full release, but as a full release teaser, less of a full release game?
So guessing on the name, I think it was asked by Real something, right?
Yeah, Real and NH basically.
Yeah, so Real is actually, I think, Nreal, who was part of the development team. And at least there's is not beta. However, it's just chapter, right? We had an internal alpha and beta. This is the release, of course. So there are still a few bugs in there, and I might do a developer stream where I show them off, which things I couldn't solve in time. So I'm the only programmer of this whole project. The rest is the artists and so on. So I might show that off later, but no, actually this is not the beta. This is a full release of the first chapter.
I see. So since you're so you can say that you're battling against time programming this. Anyway, let's go on to get to know you a bit, because we finally know the game. We've done the important part. Now let's get to know you a bit. So you did say actually why you did start streaming, wasn't it? And why you are streaming on BlackWings server earlier on?
Yes, I think I said that in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm not really a streamer. I mean, a few years back I had streaming aspirations, but I quickly realized that it's probably not for me. So I bought the whole setup, I bought a nice microphone, I bought a webcam and so on. But yeah, I streamed to an empty room. That was like 5 years ago. I streamed to an empty Twitch room, maybe one viewer, and then I realized, oh no, it's just me. And then it fizzled out, right? And when I joined the BlackWings community and started with my lunch streams where I just cook, I have like 15 viewers all the time, which is, it's not really comparable, because if you stream on Discord, then yeah, okay, few people join the channel. It's completely different than if you stream on Twitch or YouTube, where you actually have to pull people in, right? But still, it's nice. I really love the interaction with the chat. And with the people who talk to me, because it's a voice chat, right? I value that, right? I like the community, and I think I'll continue there. Right. The only thing I'm thinking about is maybe actually archiving my cooking, because right now it's lost forever. I would have to up my streaming setup though, because I'm streaming on a old laptop, and there's no disk left or anything, so I would have to update a little bit to actually be able to archive.
Well, I mean, having you, at least archiving some of the stream would be a good idea. But let's say in the future, if right now I suppose you do not have any plans to stream somewhere else, but perhaps in the future, what if it blows up a bit more, will you want to stream somewhere else, maybe? Because I think there is a possibility of you doing it,
Yeah, I was actually thinking about going on a YouTube channel. I already have a YouTube channel. I don't really upload there. I created this channel like 13 years ago or something, and I up like ripped Toho music on there. Then a few years ago I realized, wait, there might be a copyright issue, so I took it all down. Right now I think there's like clips of a few VTubers, mainly Kureha and smaller stuff. So yeah, I might use that channel to actually stream. However, currently I'm pretty happy with what I'm having on Discord. I'm not planning to monitor streams. I may have to open up a Streamlabs, because frankly, all the foreign ingredients I get recommended I have to import them cheap. So maybe a few donations just to get me even would be excellent.
Yes, that does sound like a good idea though. Honestly speaking, I do await the day that you decide to maybe stream on either YouTube or Twitch, but I don't think Twitch fits you really. I think you cooking on YouTube might be the best idea, because like why we did the news here. so that people can rewatch after easily. On Twitch, you cannot do that. Right.
Yeah, I
Off to
don't
the
really
next-
like Twitch as a platform. So
Yeah, like for me, I think Twitch is only good for guerrilla streams, not for planned streams that you want people to watch again. Right now, how do you determine what to stream actually?
could you repeat that?
How do you determine what you stream on that day? Do you, do you pick it out at random? Do you like throw a dart on the wall with a bunch of food suggestions?
Yeah.
Because I know you get a stream of food suggestions every week, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't really have like a priority list or anything. All the suggestions I just put in a big list. Who just suggested this, and so for me it's important I have to be able to get the ingredients, because frankly most of the stuff I get requested is some East Asian food, and considering I live in Germany, it's not really easy to get East Asian ingredients. Especially not like specialty food from the Philippines or Malaysia or something. That's like. So, for example, I got requested rendang, if I pronounced it somewhat correctly, and like half
Yeah,
of the spicy
close enough.
ingredients I've never heard about, right? And I went to
You
my
want me
local
to
Asian
shit then, do you?
market, and I couldn't get anything, right? So I had to
Yeah.
online shopping, and all the stuff was so expensive and time to get here.
Yeah.
So this is one of the considerations I have to take. If it's European or Western food, I can just go to the supermarket and buy the stuff, right? Yes. I always have to think about, because I live alone. If I cook just for myself, right? So if it's only really feasible in big quantities, I cook that on
Yeah.
Fridays. I can eat the rest on Saturday and Sunday, or maybe freeze it. Then I look at who actually requested it, because the people I actually know get a higher priority, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's basically it. And aside from that, the most important thing, because this is my lunch, is what I actually want to eat.
Right.
It's easy as that.
It would be perhaps interesting if you get a cook rendang, we cook rendang together. Like I assume on my end, but I'm going to have to set up for that. Because like cooking rendang, like you say, can be a bit troublesome. Considering that you can only really cook it in large sizes. The minimum portion you need is at least a chicken. An entire chicken.
Yeah. That was.
No, it does last long, yeah.
It does last long. So I put it in the freezer. I'm not sure how well it freezes, because there are like stews and stuff that are.
No, you don't put it in the freezer. Hiya! Why you put it down your freezer? No, you just put it.
And it was either the freezer or the garbage bin, right? So we'll see how it turns out. I don't expect anything, but it was just too much for one person. That's the issue.
Ya Allah, Mamat ni dia letak rendang dalam freezer. No, do you not have a refrigerator, or did you run out of space in the refrigerator?
No, I want to freeze it so I can eat it like a month later. That's the point.
Oh God. No, actually, here's a tip next time when you're making rendang. If you want it to last a long time, make sure you cook it completely dry, and then you rip up the meat. And then you dry it, and then you cook it to dry again. It will last for a month without having to put into the freezer. It will last, trust me.
Okay.
The longer you cook the rendang, the longer it will last, because the rendang is a wartime food actually.
That's good to know. As I said, most of the stuff I get requested, I have no idea about. So I myself am just an untrained home cook. However, I cook for myself every day since I moved out from my parents. So that was maybe like 12 years ago or something. And yeah, so all I know is just the recipes I cooked and the techniques I use, which is mainly European and US based food. So all the East Asian stuff I get recommended is completely new for me, and there will be mistakes, but so far I think I've managed to create well done lunches. So everything was tasty at least, which is nice.
Yeah. Like the burger was a good one.
Oh, thanks.
Now, so far, right? What would you say is the most difficult thing that you have streamed so far?
The most difficult thing, I think it was the steak dinner. So Ivan requested a steak, and
Mhm.
frankly, just a steak streaming is rather boring, right? So I
Mhm.
thought, okay, let's spice it up, and I had like many different ingredients and side dishes and so on, and also I did the steak sous vide, which is in a
Mhm.
water bath, in case you don't know, and there was like Brussels sprouts and a special sauce and like Hasselback potatoes, and there were quite a few things, and it was hard to coordinate that in the timing and also to make it interesting for the stream, because just okay, now I put it in the oven and now we have to wait for 40 minutes is not a good stream, right? So I tried to coordinate. Okay, can make things parallel. I have things to talk about, and yeah, that was definitely the most ambitious stream, and it was also one of the best because that dinner turned out fantastic.
Right. This is the final one from me because I'm sure a lot of people in chat and maybe Keith or Mysterio has some questions. But I think it would be a good idea for you to make use of your YouTube channel. Some of the more difficult stuff to cook, you can cook it off stream and then just crop things together and just slap it on on YouTube. At least
I mean,
it will not be as
yes, as
long.
far as I've seen, there are quite a few YouTubers who cook,
Mhm.
quite many, because I watch quite a few of them.
Yeah.
But I think there's not that many VTubers. I mean, one obviously comes to mind, but she's more trolling than actually
Yeah.
cooking, right? And I think there's one Japanese VTuber who
Yep.
cooks,
And
and
another one.
that's
I think
pretty
there's
much
only
it.
like two, right? There's only two, and it's a 2+1 situation. Yeah, it's a 2+1
It-
situation.
And all thousands of VTubers, there's like 3 or 4 cooks, which is insane. So maybe I found a niche there, so that
Yeah.
could be successful.
Yeah.
True.
Like maybe you can still stream it, but when you upload it, you just crop out the the boring part, the part where you're waiting and just sitting and reading a magazine. But yes, finally we will now begin the true chaos. By allowing anyone and everyone to ask something. Be it the cast members, be it the chat, hell, even you can ask something. Though I would like to remind everyone to be somewhat civilized and avoid political questions and try to direct the questions mainly to BP. So if anyone wants to ask questions, say it now or shut your mouth until the day you die.
Okay, one quick side note. I only have 10 minutes left. This interview was scheduled to be a little bit earlier, so my schedule today is kind of tight. So maybe 5 to 10 minutes only.
Don't worry, we'll try to do it in 5 minutes. Right. BP, can you handle spicy food?
That's an excellent question. And yes, I can handle spicy food. And I would be so bold and arrogant to say I can probably handle it better than most people here that are currently listening. In fact, if we're talking about chili heat, I've built up a tolerance over the years. As you might know, if you eat really spicy food, there's a chemical reaction in your brain and you get endorphins and you feel happy, right? However, your mouth and your brain build up a tolerance. So to get this same spice high, so to say, you have to eat hotter and hotter food. And because I chased this high, I'm now at the point where I can eat like Pepper X stuff and like Bujolokia and Reapers. I can just eat those, yeah, right? So the hottest sauce I have at home, hottest chili sauce, has 3 million Scoville. For comparison's sake, I think Chipotle has like 2 or 3,000. So yeah, I can eat very hot food and I like it very much. As long as we're talking about chili, I don't like mustard heat.
All right. Right. The next question is, what's the weirdest fruit you've put in the toaster?
I've never toasted fruit.
All right.
I think the weirdest thing I put in the toaster, I tried to do these toaster on the side cheese melts.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So put a toaster on the side, put on the toast, and put on the cheese on top of the toast. And actually, it worked out. However, a few of the a few drops of the cheese dripped to the side, and I had to clean this, so I will not do that again. But it worked.
Right. What's the hardest recipe request you've cooked so far in BlackWings Discord? I think that one you answered already. It's the steak, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a steak.
Right. What is the most disgusting food you've eaten?
Natto. No questions asked. Natto is the Japanese fermented soybean stuff which smells like rotten cheese and tastes like rotten cheese and has a texture like shoe soles that are boiled and stringified. It's disgusting. I don't like natto.
All right. Have you eaten any sort of exotic foods? Maybe, I don't know, a steak, a monkey, a bat. I don't know, something like that. What's the most exotic thing you've eaten?
Yes, I liked. So for me, I really like to taste new tastes. That's also part of the reason why I accept all these Asian requests that I don't know, because I want to discover new foods, right? That's why I don't say no to anything. I will try anything. So natto was, of course, weird. If we're talking about meat, I've eaten whale, I've eaten pufferfish, snake, kangaroo, ostrich. I think that were the weirder ones. Oh yeah, of course, insects. Like I ate grasshoppers, roasted. I actually have roasted grasshoppers still here with like a really nice lime flavor.
Grasshoppers are pretty good.
Yeah, grasshoppers are right.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I can't recommend whale. It's not my thing. Pufferfish, however, is very good. So next time I go back to Japan, I'll eat that again.
How about the I would like to question, where the hell do you get kangaroo food? I know you can get a snake because that's pretty common if you go to anywhere with the jungle, but where the hell do you get kangaroo from? Is it even legal?
Yeah, I just got it in the supermarket. We don't have it always. We're in Europe. There are no kangaroos here, but like our one of our franchises of our chain supermarkets here had frozen kangaroo steaks, and then they said, "Yeah, sure, I'll try this."
All right. I'm not going to question that any further. Right. You know that one Dutch fish thing? What is it called again?
Surströmming. It's not Dutch. It's Norwegian, I think.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to try that. Not because I'm afraid of the taste, but because I'm afraid that I will stink up my apartment for like a month, because that smell lingers.
Right.
Right. So I could get that, but I'm not sure I want to.
Right. Well, whenever you come over to my side of the world, do give me a call. I'll give you a few good food and good few spicy shit. Right. Now then, I think that's all that we can give for today because we are really running late on schedule. Now, final piece before you go. Tonight there might be a karaoke event on my Twitch channel, which will be confirmed on Twitter later today. But other than that, would anyone from the cast right now like to promote anything? You know, maybe BP, you have something you want to promote. Maybe Keith, you have something you want to promote, or maybe Mysterio, you have something to promote.
Yeah. So, if I may, because I have to leave now.
Yeah.
So, Kureha will stream the VN on Tuesday. In the following day, either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not sure yet, I will do a developer stream where I play through the game, through the VN, and talk about the behind the scenes stuff, while who drew what, who made which music, what were our trials and tribulations and our problems and our issues. So if you're interested in that, check that out. I will announce on my Twitter and on Discord probably when exactly that will be. And I will also show off early beta builds and alpha builds of the game with placeholder art and so on. So if you're interested in that, check it out.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. I believe you do have to go now. Thank you so much for giving your time. And I hope to see you more soon in the future. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.
Is he gone? Right, anyway, I think he's gone. I'm not sure, but he should be gone. Don't mind the top left Discord thing. Let's not worry about that. Right. Since we're coming to an end, yeah. What do we do now? Right. Do you have anything to promote, Keith? Maybe.
I don't have anything to promote though.
All right. Do you have Mysterio?
I don't have anything to promote at the moment, but I'm going to hint at a possible thing that will happen
Yeah.
soon.
You can hint.
Yes.
Please do so.
There will be something that will be promoted that will happen sometime. Well, the announcement will happen sometime in November, but what I'm going to be talking about will take place in December. That's all I will
Right.
say now.
Right. And that is all I can only agree because I kind of know and I think Keith knows, but we're not going to talk about it yet.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's
what
something we've been
you
working for
know.
a few months already, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a few months. So, right, Chris, where is the law? It's not yet finished, Chris, because I have just hit a slump. But yeah, we're going to take the law slow because I think that thing is probably. I mean, just going to. If at any time we need to release the law, it's probably going to be on my 1-year anniversary, which is next year, 6th of June, 2021. In case the world have yet to end by 2021, considering how, shitty 2020 has been. Now, what else do we have on the script? Have we finished everything? Yeah, I think we have finished everything. Anyway, we'll reconfirm about the Twitch karaoke later tonight because I kind of want to do karaoke. Do you want to do a karaoke stream, son?
I'll see because I need to finish my homework first.
Yeah. How about you,
Yeah.
Mysterio?
I'm in the same situation as Keith, not going to lie.
Right.
Yes.
So we'll do a double confirmation on that. Anything, it will be on Twitch because this is going to be pretty much a guerrilla. If not that, I might just do another Phasmo or I might just do another race. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for coming, everyone. It is a pleasure to be with everyone this week as well. Hope to meet everyone nice and healthy next week. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.